What's up, y'all? This is just Vince B, and I'm your man Vince. And I always wanted to talk about, in recent history, the fact that I believe that there's going to be an upcoming recession, and I'm advising everybody to save their money and put some cash away for this upcoming recession that I predict is going to be coming within the next year or two. It's definitely going to come during the Trump administration, during the term he's serving now. And I'm going to tell you why I believe that. All right. So, and it goes back, not too far back, but to recent history, starting with I start with the Jimmy Carter administration. So Jimmy Carter served after Ford. Ford took over from Nixon when Nixon resigned. And then Jimmy Carter came in, and he didn't have a very successful presidency. We fell into a recession during that time. He only served one term, and he was a Democrat. So he served one term. Then Ronald Reagan came in, touting the trickle-down theory. Some people call it voodoo economics, but whatever. And he had a very successful presidency economically. So when I say successful, I'm talking economically. He served two terms. So under him, we came out of the recession. He had a very successful presidency when it comes to financial matters for Americans. And then his vice president, which was George Bush, the senior, came in, and he didn't have such a successful presidency economically. He only served one term. We fell into the recession, and you remember him, or maybe you studied about him, depending on who's watching this video. Remember this guy, read my lips, no new taxes. But the main point to make is that he served one term and didn't have a successful economic presidency as far as jobs for the American people. So get it, Jimmy Carter, one term, recession. Ronald Reagan, two terms, successful presidency economically. George Bush, one term, fell into a recession. Then we came back to Bill Clinton, and he had a very successful presidency economically. And in fact, he served two terms, and when he left office, we had a surplus. All right? So you see the pattern here, right? One term, recession, two terms, successful presidency economically, one term, recession, two terms, successful presidency economically. All right, and then we had the Democrat, Jimmy Carter, who wasn't so successful. Reagan, the Republican, who was successful. And then it reverses itself. The Republican, Bush, the senior, not successful. The Democrat, successful for two terms. And then what shook things up, though, what messed up this cycle, this curve, was that Bush Jr. came in and he put the war on a credit card. So I think that really kind of shook things up as far as this curve that I'm establishing, or that history has established. So I believe had they not declared war and we went through the longest war in history, things would have went through that same cycle. But then we had the Democrat, and we didn't have such a successful economic presidency under George Bush Jr. Then we had Obama come on, the Democrat, two terms, successful presidency economically. You can't deny that. He brought us off of the brink of possible recession. And then the next president, is Trump. So if my calculations are correct, Trump's going to have an unsuccessful presidency economically. All right, and we're going to go back to that curve again. 2 terms, successful economic presidency. 1 term, unsuccessful presidency economically. And then whoever the next president is, we're going to have a successful economic, excuse me, economic times under that president. All right, so that's my prediction. I wanted to publish it so when it does happen, I can say, I told you so, and it was on this date. I want you guys to heed my warnings and start saving your money, because we are definitely going to go into a recession during the Trump administration if my predictions are correct. I'm not wishing it on us. I'd rather it not happen. I'd rather be wrong, to tell you the truth. But those are my predictions. And if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. If you don't like the video, hit the like button. And I'll see you guys on the next video. You guys be prosperous no matter what. Position yourselves to do well, even if times do contract. All right? Peace.